Hi, everyone. My name is Shauna Stick, and I have the pleasure of being the Associate Director of WVS Elementary Programs and Plus Programming, which is 4K this year through 8th grade. I am here to share with you some new information that we have about WVS Plus, but then also the add-on services that I have the pleasure this year of coordinating as well. So let me share my screen with you and tell you a little bit more. Here we go. All right. So for this year, like I said, we're going to be doing some add-on services. The two that I am going to be coordinating and overseeing is WVS online skills and homework support. That is going to fall under one, even though they're really technically two. What does that mean? These services are designed for students who need adult support beyond the teacher connect time in the online classroom. Students meet one-on-one with a teacher who will help them build agency, confidence, and skills with online learning, and also within their homework settings as well. Examples of what this might look like. Let's go ahead and start with the homework support first. So some examples would be a third grade student who is struggling with their English language arts assignment on how to develop an acrostic poem. Maybe they don't have a parent or an adult guardian at home that's able to provide that support and they need it. So they would then come in and work with one of our add-on support consultants. Another example would be a sixth grade student who needs assistance understanding their math assignment on slope. Another one that maybe they don't have somebody at home that has that kind of focus or confidence to be able to support them. They could use an add-on service to be able to get that additional teacher consultant support. For the online skills, what would that look like? Well, here's some examples of that too. A middle school student who's struggling to fully access Buzz and needs step-by-step support in how to access their assignment through Google and how to upload those assignments directly into their course at the appropriate place. Have you heard of students like that? Have you worked with them before? Well, they can get additional support from an online skills support consultant. In addition would be another example, a middle school student who would like assistance in developing their own schedule so that they can help have that agency in making sure that they're getting their work done on time. All right, let's move on to the next one. So the other area that I am going to be coordinating is going to be the add-on service for targeted skill support. So if you think of what the RTI program used to be, if you have taught previously in a brick and mortar or in another virtual program, or MTSS, and so forth. That is what you're going to be thinking of when we talk about targeted skill support. So this service is designed for students who need targeted skill support to grow in areas such as literacy and math. Teachers will customize these sessions to meet the district requests, screeners, interventions, practice, focus, targeted areas of need, skill practice, and goal setting. So there's going to be a lot of data collection and working and collaborating with the districts regarding this specific targeted skill support request, because you're going to find most of those students who are definitely getting specific targeted interventions. So with this group specifically, unlike the previous other two that we talked about, the online skill support and the homework support, that can be really any consultant who has that need and ability and desire to be a participant in that. With this, you need specific licenses for the ELA portion at least, so that we can be compliant with DPI. So WVS targeted skill support can be services provided by WVS consultants who have appropriate credentials to provide equitable multi-level system of support. So EMLSS, that takes the place of the old version of RTI, adds in just that, obviously that multiple levels system of support, but making sure that there is equitability in that support that we're providing. So in order to provide that programming for students and districts and meet DPI's guidelines, this is what it would look like. Here are some examples for you. So a third grader who is struggling with numbers and operations would get that targeted support. And that can be, because it's math, it can be not from anybody who has a specific license, but somebody who has that background and desire and ability to meet that student where they're at. Another example would be a seventh grader who does not know multiplication facts and doesn't understand that multiplication is adding like groups of numbers. So that would be another targeted, very specific area. Now, these are the two areas that we would need somebody with the proper credentials, because now we're talking about ELA literacy focus. So a second grade student who is who confuses long and short vowels, diphthongs, digraphs, and can only sight read, that would be something that would be very targeted, EMLSS, and would need to be with a licensed reading teacher or reading specialist. Another example, a sixth grade student whose fluency level is about around a third grade level, with approximately a low recall and comprehension. So that would also need somebody who is a reading teacher or reading specialist license in order to provide that EMLSS. Okay, and then I wanted to, moving off of that, if you have any questions, I should go back here. If you have any questions about the add-on services in any of these areas that I mentioned, the targeted skill support, the online support, or the homework help support, feel free to reach out to me because I will be coordinating that again, Shauna Stick, and let me know your interest. Also, I will be doing a question and answer, so Q&A at 1 o'clock today. Everybody has the link in the in our district or in our WVS calendar. So feel free to pop in at the beginning if you have any questions regarding that. In addition, wanted to share with you some updates regarding WVS Plus. Again, talking about 4K through 8th grade this year. We're moving to a team teaching model. So we have 2 live instruction teachers who will be teaching. One will be for 4K through 4th and the other will be 5th through 8th grade students. They will be conducting DBAs in addition to providing that live daily instruction and working closely and collaboratively as team teacher with the teacher of record, who is going to be that consultant who will be in charge of the individual courses for those grade levels. Communication and collaboration between those team members will be structured. We're going to be utilizing a Google form with automation and workflows so that those communications get to people right away. And then also looking at how we can have our live instruction teachers join in on some of those monthly support sessions that are held by the teacher of record or the consultants, so that they're able to have some face-to-face time to collaborate and work with students as well. Here is what we have for our team moving forward right now. So I want to introduce them to you. To start off with, we have our live instruction teachers, or LIT. Everything's got to have an acronym, right? We have Amy Benke, who is our new 4K through 4th grade live instruction teacher. We have Steven Zarebny, who is our middle school, our 5th through 8th grade live instruction teacher. He did teach 4 and 5 last year and now is moving up to that middle school level. For our teachers of record, so our consultants who are going to be in charge of the individual courses for that grade level, for kindergarten and 1st grade, we have Jessica Adamovich. There we go. I got to put the syllable, the emphasis on the right syllable. Jessica Adamovich, who is going to be kindergarten through 1st grade and is going to be supporting all of the core courses, English, math, social studies, and science for those 2 grade levels. Jerica Henkel, who was our live instruction teacher for early elementary last year, is going to be taking over the teacher of record for grades 2 through 5, all the core courses. So happy to have Jessica and Jerica back this year. Hey, we have other teachers back this year too. We have Melissa Friesman, who was a consultant for us last year and then previously was a live instruction teacher. She is going to be the teacher of record for ELA for grades 5 through 8th. Which, I'm sorry, grades, it should say 6th through 8th. I knew I had that incorrectly, so please forgive me. This should say 6th, 7th, and 8th. So just middle school, not 5th grade. That would be Jerica. I will fix that in just a moment. We have Megan Ravello, who is going to be our social studies teacher of record for 6th, 7th, and 8th, so middle school again. And she was a live instruction teacher who is now moving into that teacher of record consultant role. We have Kristen Lohoff, who is going to be doing 6th, 7th, and 8th middle school science. Again, live instruction teacher last year, who's moving into the teacher of record for our consultant role. And then also Emily Satterstrom, who will be doing 6th, 7th, and 8th middle school math. And she was also a live instruction teacher who is staying on for our teacher of record as well. So I think that takes us to the end of the information that I wanted to share with you. Just know if you have any questions, I am Shauna Stick, again, the Associate Director of Elementary Programs in WVS Plus. Reach out to me, and also those add-on services. Reach out to me with any questions that you may possibly have. I am happy to answer them as I am able. Thank you so much, everybody, and have a fantastic day.